Hello Year 9s, welcome back to Mr. Chan's videos. In this video we are going to learn how to measure the center of a dataset, okay, which are the mean and the median. So last videos we were talking about the continuous numerical data, and that sums up the all three main data set that you guys are going to get, which were your categorical, discrete numerical data, and also continuous numerical data. So once you know you are able to identify all three of them, you can actually advance by actually finding out the average, which is the center. No, not really the center, the average, which is what is the average of the dataset on with the median. That's where you can find the center of the dataset. So let's begin with the lesson objective. So students will be able to calculate mean and median from the set of data by the end of this lesson. They are not actually hard at all. They actually have a specific formulas that you can follow. And once you know how to do that and you do a little bit of practice, it actually just becomes a second nature. Okay, so first thing we're going to look at is mean, the mean. Let's go through the definition. So the mean of a data set is the statistical name, okay? It's a name, what we call arithmetic average, okay? Or your basic layman term average. It can be found by dividing the sum of the data value by the number of data. Okay, so once you add everything out and you divide it by the by how many there are, and then you will be able to get the answer, which is the easier way to explain it. So the formulas is pretty much mean equal to the sum of data value divided by number of data value. And from here, you will see this symbol quite a lot, okay? That symbol, you can read that as X bar. So X bar most of the time means, X bar is pretty much just the mean. Okay, one way to write it easily. Okay, so the mean actually gives us a single number, just one, which measure the center of the dataset. It does not necessarily have to equal to any of the data value. Okay, you might have a class of students who has a mean of for height of 1.74 meters tall, but you might actually have none of the kids is 1.74 meters. That they may all be within that number, close to that number, but it doesn't have to be that number. So let's look at one example to begin with. So Julie and Andrea both play goal shooter for their respective netball teams. Julie played 11 games and scored 14, 22, 17, 31, 15, 19, 24, 28, 26, 35, and 29 goals. Andrea, on the other hand, played 8 games and scored 17, 21, 36, 19, 16, 28, 26, and 32 goals. Wow, that's a big one at the end. So on average, who scored the higher number of goals per game? So you want to see who is who is better at scoring on average. So let's jump into it. So we will start with make it into two. So Julie and Andrea. So mean for Julie, okay. Mean, to be exact, mean goal for Julie's which is you're gonna have to add up all of them, like what I said, the sum of data value. So which means you have to add all of them together. Okay. I'm actually going to not run out of space, to be honest. So I'm just gonna do Andrea at the bottom to make it easy. Remember, when finding the mean, you don't need to arrange the data, okay? Because you're gonna add them all up anyway. And once you add them up, you want to divide to the number of games, okay? Because that's how you can find the average. Divided by 11. Once you add them all up, okay, you should when you add this all up, you should get around 260. 260 divided by 11, which will give you 23.6 gold. Okay, about that, approximate. So Julie scored around 23.6 gold. Let's find out how many Andrea. Okay. How many Andrea is scoring? So Andrea mean will be, again, add up all the numbers. 17, 21 plus 36 plus 19 plus 16 plus 28 plus 26 plus 32. And then after that, you divide it by number of game, which are 8. Once you do that, you have 195 divided by 8. Okay, because you add all the top up, which will be 195 divided by the number of game. The answer is 24.4 goals. So from there, we know that Andrea, on average, Andrea actually score more goals per game. Okay, Andrea score a higher number of goals per game on average. Okay, make sure you actually mention the on average so that people actually know what it means, or else they will be confused. Also, that's one question. The second kind of question you will often see is one already in a table. Okay, so from there you have the table below shows the number of aces served by a tennis player in their first set of tournaments. By tennis player, not one tennis player, sorry. There are many of them. So in that tournaments, in their first set, what that means is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 number of aces. Okay, so 4 players actually only score 1 ace in their first set. What that means, 11 players score score 2 aces, and 18 players score 3 aces. 13 players score 4 aces. 7 players score 5 aces, and 2 players score 6 aces. Okay, so the reason why table is there is actually means that the data come from things like this. So you have 1, 1, 1, 1, because there are 4, 1. Okay, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 happens 11 times. Okay, that means 11 players score 2 aces. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there you go. And then 18. So you get what it means. So it comes from that kind of data that has been actually been collated and been organized into a table. So it's actually a lot easier to read. You just need to get yourself familiar with how to read the table. So from there, the question is asking, determine the mean number of A's for this set. So what is asking on average, what is the average number of A's scored by all tennis player in their first set of the tournament? So how do you do that? So to do that, you just need to add them all up, okay, and add them all up and divided by the number of data there, okay. So first we need to find out what's the frequency, okay. So the frequency, that means number of data set. So 4 plus 11 plus 18 plus 13 plus 7 plus 2, which equal to 55 tennis player. Alright, so there are the first set number of A's served by tennis player. So there are 55 different tennis player playing. Okay, so once you know how that means is, then you need to find mean. So mean is actually again sum of data value divided by the number of data value. So there are 55 number of them, okay? There are 55. But you need to find the sum. How do you do that? That means you actually, if you're gonna do it, what it means is if you do it like this, you have to add up all this up, okay? So that means you have to add up all of those. But there's in tables, there's actually one easy way to do it. You just need to multiply these together, okay, and add each of them together. Okay, so 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 11 is 22, 3 times 18 is 54, 4 times 13 is 52, 5 times 7 is 35, and 6 times 2 is 12. And after that, you just add this up, okay, because you're technically doing you are technically adding all this together by doing that. Excuse me. And once you actually do that, what you will come up with is actually 179. And then you move that 179 down here, okay, because it said the sum, okay, sum means all together, the total data value. And what you will get after that is you just need to divide that 179 divided by 55, which you will get approximately 3.25 A's. So what that means is, on average, each player actually score approximately 3.25 A's. So what that means to this data is actually quite useful. So it can tell you that, alright, you want to see how well you are as a tennis player. If you actually hit above 3.25, that means you are above average, you're better than the middle, okay? And if you're hitting below 3.25 aces, that means you have you still have quite a bit of improvement to do to become the average player, okay? Because the average is 3.25 aces. So each average player hit 3.25. If you're better, that means you will hit more than 3.25. So those people who are here, okay, That means there are 13 players hitting 4 aces, 7 players hitting 5, and 2 players hitting 6 aces. So those they are above average. Okay, and people play who are here, you can say they are below average. They still have a lot of practice and a lot of maybe technique improvement that they need to do. So, how you going? Pretty good. So, I'm actually going to make a separate video for median because this video is getting long, or else, yeah, it's gonna be too long. So, see you in the next video, guys. For median. Good job for listening. Write down your notes.